Right, I'm here guys again. Richard Dunn Sports Centre. I've had a couple of goes around here because I'm trying to run battery down, but just coughed in my microphone, sorry. I don't know what the problem is. Do you know something? If this is alright at the bottom end of the battery, I'm staying on this firmware. It's smooth, acceleration's good. The manoeuvring, when you say smooth and faster, the acceleration picks up, but I don't know, it's like letting a few PSI out of your tyres. It just seems to glide better. I don't know what it is, but it's just a lot smoother. Anyway, I'll have a go around here for you guys. I've noticed one thing, when you reach like 30 mile an hour, it beeps, and just lets you know that you're just getting to the limit, which I think is a good thing. So let's have two goes round here, see what it's like. Right, hopefully my speedometer should be on the Insta camera. 25 mile an hour. It's very windy today. See if I can get it to decelerate. 25, 27, 30 mile an hour and beeped. Let's try to get it again. 27, 28, 29. Look, little bit of wobble when braking, but that's because I'm braking from 30 mile an hour from there just to there. It's gonna brake. If you're in a car and you slam brakes, some tyres go like that. Another thing I have noticed is when you're near them beeps at 30 mile an hour, about 28 mile an hour, it just slightly tilts you up, sort of like a pre-warning that it's going to tilt you back or the beeps are going to go off. It's only very slightly, and I quite like it because it's telling you you're getting to the top speed. Let's have another go. Beeping again there. I quite like it, to be honest. It's sort of like a warning that you're getting near limit, which is rightly so as well. 27, 28, slight tilt back at 28, slight bit tilt back at 28. 28 mile an hour and just slightly tilts you back. Let's have a go with acceleration there. Right, 4 mile an hour. Tilting me back straight away. I don't even know what that was, but when I looked at my watch, it was just going down to 26 mile an hour. So from that acceleration there, took a few seconds. In fact, I'm going to do that again. That was fast. So smooth though. Right guys, oh fucking hell, can't ride. 3 mile an hour, lean forward. .25 mile an hour, going slightly uphill there and all. So I'm gonna go and see if I can watch me watch. That was 23 mile an hour. If you heard that, we're leaning right forward. It said caution, overpowered. So for steep acceleration like that, it must be taking some voltage. Now, do I like that? Do you really want to go from a couple of mile an hour to 24 mile an hour, and then it says caution over voltage? I am like 200 pounds, and then with all this gear on, all these are protections, guys. Shins a lot, elbow pads, shoulder pads. Right, 4 mile an hour. $27 mile an hour, that. It might show up on Insta. It is a bit out of sync is the Insta though. So it might show up before or after, whichever way it is. But bloody hell, this machine. Let's get it to go overpowered again. There you go, straight away. 25 mile an hour that though. 27, 27, 28, 29. So I think they have limited the top speed, guys. Whether it's 28 mile an hour and it's just like a pre-warning, and it'll still go 30 mile an hour, probably will because it did before. But I think what the main concern is when you're actually going, say you're going 26 mile an hour and you give it a little bit more, it's got that much torque. Well, I just shown you back there, didn't I? It went 0 to 27 mile an hour in a few seconds. So if you like at 26 mile an hour and you just hit a pothole or just give it a little bit of that, straight away you split second you're over 31 mile an hour, and that's when people are having the problems and then probably overpowering it, losing the top speed. We go 31 mile an hour, guys, and that's with me on. But once it can't take any more, it can't take any more. So we're gonna look. So you're going 25 mile an hour, and then people think, oh, I'll give it some more. Go for it. Straight away you're up to 27, 28 mile an hour. I think they're playing it safe so people don't overpower it, which is a good thing because it's a torquey wheel. There's so much torque on this wheel. It's really good. So the fault in this machine really is it's too bloody torquey from whatever speed, whether you're 5 mile an hour setting off, whether you're 20 mile an hour setting off, whether you're 25 mile an hour and setting off, it still takes off. But the problem is the top end, it still takes off, but it ain't got any more to give after 30 mile an hour, 31. So basically, guys, the problem with this wheel, it's too bloody powerful, and I like it. Right, guys, I'm gonna go run battery down some more, and I'll get back to you on throttling from there. Hopefully, when I get past 50%, it's still the same. It's still like 25 mile an hour and throttling you. That'll keep me happy. Right guys, I'll see you in a bit.